Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the audience, and friends of Richmond Community High School. My name is J. Austin Brown, and I am the school's principal. I want to begin by thanking you for the reception that you gave this highly talented and distinguished graduating class. It is a pleasure to have you with us today as we recognize 54 of Richmond Public Schools' finest students. Today, I ask your cooperation in making this event a memorable occasion in the lives of our young people. Each candidate for graduation has worked for at least 12 years to reach this milestone, and it is no small feat. I hope you'll remember that we are here to honor our students today. Earlier, I walked across this beautiful stage to count the steps each student will make as they walk forward to receive a high school diploma. There are a total of 33 steps from one side of the stage to the other. In my opinion, these are the most important steps these young people will take in their lives today. This afternoon, I ask that you respect the importance of what these young people have achieved. Please refrain from shouting, name-calling, cat-calling, and etc. Please let our graduates enjoy their 33 steps of glory. This afternoon, I want everyone to leave this beautiful place, please. This afternoon, I want everyone to hear their sons and daughters, relatives, and friends' name call. Today, I want our candidates for graduation to understand that we will honor them respectfully with applause. Let me also ask that you turn off your cell phone. The music we should hear today should be the sounds of the Richmond Community High School Wind Ensemble under the able direction of Mr. Gregory McCallum, and the beautiful music that will be provided by our terrific organist, Mrs. Diane Bacon. I know I can depend on each of you to make today's program a special event. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our distinguished stage guests. I would ask that each individual stand as I call his or her name. Please remain standing until all names on the row have been called. Audience, please hold your applause until all persons have been introduced on that row. Beginning on my right are Dr. Sade Thomas Harris, Chief Engagement Officer. The Honorable Linda Owens, 9th District Representative to the Richmond City School Board. The Honorable Felicia Cosby, 6th District Representative to the Richmond School Board. The Honorable Kenya Gibson, 3rd District Representative to the Richmond School Board. The Honorable Don Page, 8th District Representative and Chair of the Board. And Mr. Jason Cameras, Superintendent of Richmond Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, please recognize the committed members of our school board, Dr. Harris, and our superintendent. Thank you. You may be seated. Seated on the second row to my left are Ms. Bernita Williams, Richmond Community's Dynamic School Counselor, Mrs. Stephanie Humphreys, Media Specialist and one of our marshals, Mrs. Heather Crone, she is an English teacher and co-sponsor of the senior class, Mr. David Adams, Social Studies teacher, co-sponsor of the senior class, Ms. Antravius Brooks, She is a teacher. She is the coordinator of this graduation ceremony. Mrs. LaTanya Waller, past president, Richmond Community High School Advisory Board. Please join me in recognizing my colleagues with applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Seated on the first row to my left are Miss Taylor Hendricks, valedictorian of this year's senior class. Miss Ariana Sahidi, member of the class of 2018. Miss Takira Johnson, salutatorian of the senior class. Miss Tiana Williford, senior class president. Reverend Dr. Paige Chagois, our commencement speaker. Let's give this row an enthusiastic round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. We have several special guests in the audience that I would like to recognize. I ask that the members of the executive board of the PTA and the members of the RCHS advisory board stand so that we can recognize you if you are here. Please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. We also have a number of Richmond Community High School alumni members here. Would you please stand, those alumni members? We would like to recognize you. Thank you for joining us. You are so supportive. You may be seated. Next, I would like for the members of the Richmond Community High School faculty and staff to stand so that we can show appreciation to you for the hard work you have invested in this year's graduating class. Let's give these dynamic professionals a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Another group of professionals who positively impact the development of these young people are the elementary, middle school teachers and administrators that groom these students to succeed at Richmond Community. If we have school administrators and teachers present who work with the members of this class, we would like for you to stand so that we can acknowledge your contribution. Thank you so much. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I take great pride to introduce the members of the Federal Class of 2018. 54 strong and college-bound, these young people have worked tirelessly to get here, and their work has paid off. Perhaps the most significant barometer of what this class really did achieve is that they have amassed scholarships and grants in excess of $8,800,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that deserves a big round of applause. And now, our program will proceed as printed. Thank you again for your courteous attention to today's ceremony. Mrs. Page.
Good evening.
Good evening.
To the 2018 graduating class of Richmond Community High School. We congratulate you. On behalf of the Richmond City School Board, we want to honor you today on this momentous occasion, graduating from Richmond Community High School. To our parents, faculty, and staff that have supported our graduates along this journey, we thank you as well. To our graduates, treasure this moment of success and enjoy the journey ahead with new beginnings, new chapter, new endeavors, and new challenges. May peace and blessings be with you as you step ahead towards your dreams. Keep the courage as you face new challenges in life. Remember, the world is yours. Again, on behalf of the Richmond City School Board, congratulations.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Richmond Community High School's Class of 2018 graduation ceremony. My name is Takira Johnson, and it is a great honor to stand before you all as your salutatorian to deliver the welcome address at today's commencement. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all of my fellow classmates because whether you believe it or not, Community is an outstanding school, and to be able to receive an advanced studies diploma with its name on it is a great achievement. So good job. You all stuck it out even when you claimed you were ready to transfer to Huguenot. I would also like to thank all of our friends, parents, and family members for all of your unconditional love and unwavering support. You ensured us that our work wasn't in vain, helping with our homework since '05, even when you tried to claim the answer key was wrong and you were right, Mom. To all of the teachers and staff members, you are personally the reason why I love Community so much. You all work just as hard as we have during these past 4 years, grading papers and making lesson plans to make sure those wooden seats in the auditorium weren't just filled for show. You guys don't nearly get as much recognition as you deserve. So thank you. And Mr. Frank, I asked you to wait until I graduated before you retire, so I guess you're free to go now. Shout out to Mr. Adams for his corny jokes in government class and one-of-a-kind mannerisms that kept us just a little entertained, even when you're very quick to throw 2 Gettysburgs my way. But that's okay. Shout out to my sub, Ms. Powers, for all of the AP statistics sugar rushes she gave us right before taking notes or a quiz in Mr. Adams' class. Next period. Shout out to Ms. Baber for being my mother of another color. Personal shout out to Mr. Mack for all the wonderful calories added to our diets via country-style donuts. Shout out to Mr. Brown for your touching sermons during morning meetings that shaved 15 minutes off of first period. Shout out to my friend Taylor for being one of the main reasons why I'm standing here today, for pushing me to do better and taking the responsibility of writing that valedictorian speech off of my back. And lastly, I could not go without shouting out God, because he been a big part of a lot of our lives. So shout out to you, God. But on a serious note, we really made it. 13 long years of RPS have finally come to a close, and I have to admit, some parts of it will be missed. But now it's time to branch out into the world and put the power of our nationally accredited blue ribbon education to the test. Take the things we've learned at Richmond Community High School with us to college and do great things. Don't take the teachers and times we've had and lessons we've learned for granted, because no college professor is going to be as nice as Miss Staten was and accept your research paper 3 weeks late. Do your work, don't procrastinate, and most important of all, be yourself. I've learned that a positive attitude will get you very far. Once again, congratulations to us. I'm proud of all we've overcome, and I hope to see you all exactly where you wish to be in 10 years. I'm gonna miss each and every one of you. And remember, once a Pharaoh, always a Pharaoh. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Our speaker visited Richmond Community and spoke during our Black History Month assembly in February, and we immediately knew she would be perfect for this occasion. She's a consultant to churches and organizations in areas of leadership, faith, and ministry development. She's an author and has been extremely active in our community. She served as the National Associate Director of Hope in the Cities for 13 years, where she helped direct, plan, and coordinate local, national, and international efforts concerning racial reconciliation. She also served as the university chaplain at North Carolina Central University and as pastor of First Baptist Church in Franklin, Virginia. Our speaker earned a BA degree in psychology with a minor in journalism from Austin Peay University in Clarksville, Tennessee, Master of Divinity from Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, and Doctor of Ministry from United Theological Seminary. Our speaker is author of 2 books, The Work of the Greeter and Certain Women Called by Christ. She is a powerful orator who moved the students at Richmond Community with a personal and passionate message about standing tall in the face of adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled to introduce our commencement speaker, Reverend Dr. Paige Chargois.
Thank you for the precious privilege of being your 2018 commencement speaker. Though I have preached on 4 different continents, it is a very precious and treasured moment that I have been given today by you to share a few thoughts with this graduating class. Special thanks to Tiana Williford and to your principal, Mr. Brown. I certainly honor the guests who are here on the stage with us, and I invite you now to just hear a few things that I'd like to share. There's a little something special that I really want to do for you, the graduates. Have you ever heard of Ludacris? Well, Carrie Underwood did a song with the rapper earlier this year. I believe it was in January at the Super Bowl. And just since then, it's gotten nearly 40 million hits on YouTube. Part of it goes something like this. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. The title of the rap and the song is I Am the Champion. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. I was born to win. I am the champion. C is for the courage I possess through the trauma. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, but M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent. The P is persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is for optimistic, open and never shut. The N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. They asked me how I did it. I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principle. But listen to Carrie Underwood again. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again, because I am the champion. Richmond Community High School graduates class of 2018, you are champions already. Your IQ has been tested, your GPA has been proven, your academic strengths have been validated. And I stopped by to tell you today that you are not a champion, you are the champion. However, as you go off to college, let me remind you that 3 things seem to be true about all champions. They are passionate about what they do. Secondly, they have integrity. And thirdly, they do not lack courage. Graduates, as you look to your future and carve out your niche in this life, you must decide what you are passionate about. It was Galileo, the famous astronomer, physicist, mathematician, and philosopher, who declared that passion is the genesis of genius. You want to be a genius? Tap into your passion. Passion is your personal power source. It's an intense enthusiasm or compelling desire for something you deeply enjoy or something that greatly excites you. This world needs your passion. Your success will be driven by your passion. To find your passion, think about what you are doing when you feel the most alive. In any field of endeavor, your passion will drive you towards greater levels of mastery and higher levels of accomplishment. Passion makes you compete with yourself. Excuse me, I ain't say that right. Not yourself, yourself. It ensures that your personal best will be about you and no one else. Folks will try to tell you who you are not, but only you, by the quality of your passion, will decide who you are. Therefore, choose a subject of study in college and let your passion for it drive you to master it. Choose an issue that confounds this world and let your passion for it help you to better focus it. Choose a problem and with all the passion in your very soul, solve it. One of my heroes is a man in the Bible named Job, who was so passionate about life. But during the worst years, weeks, months of his life, he reflected about the time when he thought his life was at its best. Job declared this: I was eyes for the blind, I was feet for the lame, I stood up for the cause of those whom I did not know. You know, too many folks cannot see the problems of our community, our country, nor our world. They are blind to even possible solutions. With a passion to solve this world's problem, you must become their eyes as you learn to see problems with a clearer mind and more informed vision. Many folk won't stand on their own 2 feet for justice, nor walk in protest against injustice. You must become their feet and walk all over this land to ensure that America is not just the home of the brave, but that it is and remains the land of the free. We have a president at this point in our nation that's far more militaristic than moral and wants to keep America the land of the brave. But he seems to forget that this is the land of the free for all Americans. It's not only your friends, family, and loved ones who deserve a better community, a better country, and a better world. It's folk you've never seen and folk you will never meet. When you have a chance, however, stand up for their freedom to kneel. Stand up for their First Amendment rights and not just their second. Stand up for their health care. Stand up for their pay equity. Stand up for their clean drinking water. And yes, stand up for their freedom from sexual harassment. And while I'm on the subject of sex, you parents may want to shut your ears for a moment because you just might not like what I'm getting ready to tell your teenager. But to my graduates beloved, listen to me carefully. Society puts too much emphasis on who you sleep with. Yes, we do have cultural norms, and yes, we do have religious expectations. And as an ordained clergywoman, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter much who you sleep with if the consequence of who you slept with prevents you from enjoying a peaceful night's sleep all by yourself. That's the essence and measure of integrity. If you are not discerning enough about who you sleep with, you will end up disappointed, disillusioned, discouraged, depressed, diseased, or dead. Integrity must be the essential ingredient in every area of your life if you are to live successfully. Whether at home, on your job, or in your community, there is no quality of relationship without integrity. Every bit of success you might achieve can be trashed in a nanosecond because of a lack of integrity. Recently, news media chronicled the fall of many who seemingly had little integrity, if any. Business leaders, Hollywood moguls, TV stars, politicians, pastors, and even priests, and most recently, even the president of the Southern Baptist Convention. Lastly, to manage your passion and to live a life of integrity takes courage. I once invited a group of folks to my home to hear two great world changers in dialogue. One was the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Raj Mahan Gandhi, who was coming to the States from India and asked me to help him meet with one of America's civil rights leaders. I said, great, we got several right here in Richmond. I invited Attorney Oliver Hill, who had helped desegregate our schools, and more. The printed invitation for those who would come to hear these two world changers simply raised one question. What does it take to change the world? And when they opened the invitation, there was only one word: courage. Courage is being yourself in a world that tells you to be somebody else. What do you need, graduates, as you head off to college? Courage. What do you need, graduates, to plumb the depths of your own passion? Courage. What do you need, graduates, to tackle difficult subjects in college, or to not be tempted to play when it's time to study? Courage. What do you need, graduates, to accept a job in a distant city or in a foreign country? Courage. What do you need, graduates? To be eyes for the blind and feet for the lame. Courage. What do you need to change this world? Courage. Graduates, you don't stand on the shoulders of historical giants. You now stand on the threshold of the world that they have and we have worked tirelessly towards, the world we have prayed for and even imagined. There is a Citibank TV ad going now that declares this statement, that when the time comes, it'll be a time when the best of us will meet the rest of us. Graduates of Richmond Community High School 2018, you are the best of us. And from this day forward, I know you will help the rest of us.
Dr. Chagoas, I want to thank you for those beautiful and inspirational words. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today and sharing such a motivational message. We'd like to present you with a small token of appreciation from the members of the class of 2018 for your time and effort. Please come forward.
I too would also like to thank our speaker for taking the time from her schedule to be a part of our graduation ceremony and sharing such a motivational message with our students. We do appreciate your support. Ladies and gentlemen, in this my final chance to speak with the members of the class of 2018, I just can't resist this opportunity to remind them that life for them has the potential to be a wonderful journey. You have an opportunity to set a course that you can determine by the choices you make. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So as you step out into this world with a mind that I know is well prepared, I urge you to set your direction with a positive attitude, a strong spirit, and the biggest dreams possible. You are just moments away from receiving your high school diploma. You're ready. You are ready for the challenge of higher education. Your life is your destiny. Your family and your teachers have done the best to help you build a solid foundation for the future. As you go forward in this world, may you always have enough happiness to keep you sweet, enough trials to keep you strong, enough success to keep you eager, enough faith to give you courage, enough determination to make every day a great day. Thank you, graduates, for giving me the opportunity to work with you, and good luck. At this time, I would like to invite our superintendent, Mr. Jason Cameras, members of the school board, and key members of the superintendent cabinet to join me for the presentation of the diplomas. Mr. Cameras and members of the Richmond City School Board, I am pleased to inform you that the candidates for graduation seated before us today have completed all of the requirements of the state of Virginia and the Richmond City School Board, and they are eligible to receive diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request your consideration to please hold your applause while the diplomas are being presented. Mr. Cameras.
So I was going to quote Ludacris too, but I just have to say that might have been the best graduation speech I've ever heard. Can we show our appreciation again? One thing I know for certain is that graduates don't want to hear a speech from the superintendent, so let's get on with it. Based on the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the evidence presented to me by the principal of Richmond Community High School, I hereby certify that the class of 2018 has met all the requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the State Board of Education, and the Richmond City School Board, and are eligible to receive their diplomas. Congratulations.
I have the awesome honor of announcing these champions of the Richmond Community High School class of 2018. And let me just say, parents, these wonderful, wonderful people have been my babies for 4 years, and I have never been more proud of them today. I just look forward to hearing great things about you, and you will truly, truly be missed. So, we love you. I love you. Let's start. Shaia Denise Ball. Jayla Ebony Beecher. Asia Janae Berry. Gabriel General Sandika Bishop. Brianna Bug. Erin Rose Carey. Jesse Cashin. Kyra Clark. Jasmine Nicole Davis. Ryan Sharita Demary Bradley. Jade Diamond Easterling. Benjamin Gross. Johncy Unkudeo Hale. Destiny Sierra Hall Harper. Taylor Elizabeth Hendrick. Richelle Monique Henry. Evelyn Hernandez Moso. Zachary James Howard. Takira Lador Johnson. Kaya Imani Jones. Nyla Chanel Jones. Austin Kilgo. Grace Christine Lumsden Cook. Hans Stedelman Martin. William Malcolm McCullum. Jonathan Mukuye.
Congratulations.
Marlon Lamar Osborne Jr. Avra Elizabeth Pearson. Kevin Theodore Potter. Corey Deshaun Roan Jr. Carter Wilson Robertson. Shanika R. Robinson. Mykesha Shanice Robinson. Melvin Ronald Roy. Ashley Monet C. Jayla Kayla Schaffner. Ariana Garanmaye Shahiti. Janaya Danielle Sharp. Divine Desiree Shelton. Brian Elijah Stamper. I got it. Sydney LeMay Stewart. Jasmine Elaine Talley. Tyshawn Jermaine Thomas. Donald Wayne Turner Jr. Terrence Edward Waller. Capri Amaya Warren. Vontasia Nicole White. Diamond Sharif Williams. Jordan Charles Alexander Williams. Tiana Monet Williford. Michaela Faith Willoughby. Myla Alice Wood.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, champions.
Once again, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the 2018 graduating class of Richmond Community High School. As your valedictorian, I am honored to be standing before you all today as we transition from one stage in our life to the next. In honor of all of the hard work that we have accomplished over the last 4 years, I would like to give thanks to all of those that have helped my fellow graduates and I get to this point. First, I would like to thank our families for supporting us through elementary, middle, and now high school, because it definitely has not been easy. Thank you for keeping a roof over our heads, food on the table, and internet on in the house, because we do appreciate it, even though we may not tell you all the time. And thank you for the tough love and the life lessons that have prepared us for our next test, which is life on our own, where we forge our own paths in the world. Through thick and thin, you have been our loudest cheerleaders and the foundation for our accomplishments. Secondly, I would like to thank the faculty and staff of not only Richmond Community High School, but all of Richmond Public Schools, and that you aided us to become the young people that we are today by going above and beyond the call of duty. You did things you didn't necessarily have to do, but you bought those pens and pencils and highlighters and boxes of tissue and hand sanitizer because you knew we needed them in order to receive the best education we could possibly get and to get the best foot forward to achieve our dream in the long run. And for that, I thank you on behalf of every 2018 RPS graduate. Lastly, I want to give thanks to the most excited group of people in this auditorium today, and that's my fellow graduates. As freshmen, watching our first RCHS commencement, graduation has always seemed like a distant dream rather than a near future. But now, standing in front of you all here today, and after preparing these remarks, it's crazy how fast graduation has crept upon us over these years. Although high school seems to have gone by quickly, the memories that we made together as a class will never leave us. We will never forget how the Milburn campsite has always been and always will be better than Shad. How Miss Kyra Clark was the only one that did not show up to SAT day at school. How we got to explore the markets of Charleston and the mall in North Carolina. And I don't think anyone will forget how the Chick-fil-A squad dominated on the air hockey table on Minimester. These memories and many more will stick with us as we go forward to bigger and better things. Because you can leave RCHS, but RCHS can never leave you. Thank you again for your unwavering support of me and my peers.